idea was to organize my calendar, at least some of the goals that I set for myself. And what day is it? Today is 20th. And already organizing calendar for next week. And the original target was to set for at least the minimum of either way, it's week 100. That's where I am in terms of organizing my calendar, I guess. Is setting up for 2 meetings a day. The second half of a day, since I'm front loading my day with most of the time answering emails, but other than that, all the other small tasks, I guess. And second half organizing to have time for the meetings. And already I have at least 2 meetings a day. And one of the things that I need to make sure I do is volunteer work. So I have half an hour on Wednesday to at least arrange some volunteer work. And yeah, and hopefully I would be able to leave Sunday empty just to reflect on my week. Other than that, yeah, it's going really well. I have, I can go a little bit more in detail, I guess. Monday, the most part, and Tuesday is networking. Wednesday, I'm gonna take a class on the writing since I'm producing my next book. DASA, it's just a pain, I guess. I don't know if I can comment on that. For those who know what DASA does, it's defense contracts, and it's painful to read those, and they are very complicated. And on Friday I have AI, a couple of meetings with in terms of software and software development when it comes to AI. And on Saturday I got education. And on Sunday, I'm gonna have a government contract, something I'll be working on. I'm currently doing research and looking for opportunities within UK and perhaps what government can offer. And yeah, one of the opportunities that I can see is supply chain management. And as it for any business, usually it works in a way where a business is offering either product or services. And in this particular case, I would be looking for, if I were to have tangible items that I would be looking to sell, I would have a lot of logistical problems. And if I had those, I would need to have a warehouse and where to hold potential items. And looking at a map of UK and doing my own research and all of the times that I spent within UK. I don't necessarily know the best prices, but I see opportunities where the local government is offering opportunities to start and open a business within Birmingham area. So I'll be looking at doing perhaps something within that particular area. I have filed all of the documents already. It just if perhaps anybody else is interested in doing something like that. Business not necessarily just limited to tangible items, but if I were to have those, I would be looking for a port, or I would be looking for distribution centers, and those centers would most likely would need to be located within somewhere around the middle of UK. Not necessarily just Birmingham, but I see a lot of opportunities within Birmingham area, and perhaps local government is very keen and finding business like myself or business people who are interested within the area. Currently, then you got your parcel delivered. Usually it takes a car and the driver. A car weight can be anything from 2 tons up to 3 tons, averaging at 2.5 tons. Just try to imagine how much energy it takes to move this vehicle on the road, and it takes a driver. So that's a potential obstacle that we currently have. And what are potential options up there to overcome this obstacle? Currently looking at the market and how we can potentially overcome this obstacle is to have parcels delivered by drones, and that potentially can increase speed and efficiency, cost effectiveness, environmental impact, and the huge benefits that it might have to overall environment, accessibility to remote areas, delivering parcels by drones, increase convenience, uh, technological advances, last mile delivery services, which is currently one of the most expensive, delivering with the current way of delivering drones. Instead of delivering drones, delivering parcels by a person with a car or a van, and potentially removing a requirement for a person doing it. Why we can't replace a person with having a drone doing it? So we not necessarily would need a person doing it. I know a lot of memes and people making fun of video games where a person just walks, I guess. So that person can be doing something perhaps something different that he would enjoy more of doing. So even playing video games instead of walking and delivering parcels for Amazon. Whichever type of business you might have, if you're selling items or goods, you are looking for someone who can take care of storage and distribution of your tangible items. And for some of the companies that are currently in the market, just to give you a perspective, that would be Amazon, which believed to be one of the dominant force in the market, as well as some of the companies operating in the US. That would be UPS, FedEx, and UPS. Amazon overall of all the goods that it's distributing is about 86% of them are about 5 pounds or 2.2 kilograms, which can potentially be delivered by drones. And Amazon's market capitalization is 1.38 trillion USD. Just to give you a perspective, what is market capitalization of Amazon operations is compared to India's GDP, which is 3.176 trillion USD. It's roughly about a third of entire India's economy. Just the size of the problem that potentially trying to overcome here. And yeah, this is a big issue, but there's a potential there, and I believe it's just a matter of time when this problem will be sorted by a talented group of people. There are some projects that potentially is offering funding to solve not necessarily this particular issue, but to working with similar technologies or develop similar technologies within the industry, and they're offering funding. And so funding is there. Just finding the right people and guess the networking, and just finding the right interesting, ambitious people who are looking for challenges. At least this is my current obstacles, issues, problems that I'm trying to solve. And hopefully I will be able to find a group of people who I can collaborate with and work together in solving these type of issues. For anyone who is interested, I will probably share some information in the description of this video about funding available for starting your own company. In this particular instance, I will share more information of starting a company within Birmingham area. You can start anything, more or less. There are some terms and agreement what you cannot start. And but yeah, the logistics company, right? So at least that's why I'm looking to start, as well as different funding options for solving different problems for a government, but it not necessarily needs to be limited to just working for a government, but there's a funding there. So I'll attach, perhaps for anyone who's interested, some documents with regards to that. And yeah, I would recommend to do your own research and keep keep going, keep tackling those issues, I guess. I have recently launched Habit Developer. So for anyone who currently is struggling to have or establish their own routines and their daily structure, I think it's a very good place to begin or start with. And at least that's where I begin structuring my day. And some of these problems that it's massive problems, right? So it can take a lot of time, and developing, establishing habits, it's one of the most, or if not the most important thing that can be. If I had to lead or be a part of the team looking to solve any issue or a problem that could be 5 or 10 years time frame, it takes time. It takes time. It takes ambition, dedication. It can be long days, and establishing those good habits, I think it's one of the most important things that anyone can do. So I have attached some information for anyone who is interested in supporting. You go ahead and perhaps purchase one of those for yourself. Thank you and take care.